We promised Sebastian we would come visit his sick sister, but he lives apparently in this little town, which is kind of a curiosity because over that hill behind us there, just center screen there is Hogwarts. But over this side, that castle there, that is Rookwood's stronghold. And I remember Sebastian saying he didn't really like slash get along with his, I think it was an uncle. And I'm starting to wonder what the relationship is there. And why exactly is the sister so sick that she was with him at school? He said it's a twin sister, but now is not. So I have a suspicion that this is actually going to be deeply connected to, main events. But we'll see. We'll see. Because Sebastian's kind of had a weird flavor as a character. At times he seems like a bit of a troublemaker. Revelio. And then there's other times when, he seems, quite chivalrous here. Where his motivations are about this sick sister, his twin.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Here we go.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
Yeah, it's kind of dead.
With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, Ranrock has been accused of being a poacher and worse.
My sister should be just inside.
Just inside? Okay. Really quick, is this chest outside? Excuse us. All right. Whoops. Let's head on in. Must be a different experience growing up, with Hogwarts in your backyard almost,
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
Wow, he's a big bully.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
This Solomon guy, not a good guy. See how happy Anne was that he was here? And she was excited just to try it? What was he going to hurt? She's already sick.
If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Sure.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about her.
Revelio.
Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Something's not right here. Not exactly sure what, but something is not right here. Let's talk to Anne.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth year Sebastian told me about.
I am.
That's us.
Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother
and me in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon.
Did our hair
I'm
become
getting
red?
tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Revelio.
I genuinely think like our eyes and hair are a different color, either here or in this outfit. I don't know. I tried to pick a scarf that matched the kind of the, you know, the casual sweater or whatever. But darn, like they're all kind of a little hideous, you know. So see what we could do.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Makes me wonder if the goblins cursed Anne to punish Solomon, which would explain his deep anger. That anger doesn't come from outside. That comes from inside. Like, this man has a level of self-loathing that is toxic to the world around him. And to be clear, in a world of magic, in a world of wonder and excitement, where quite literally, outside of magic, it would be a miracle, it would be an act of God. But here it is, magic. When we have magic, how dare anyone say it can't be done? In a world where we literally create something from nothing, when we transform things in ways science and physics could never understand, it is magical. I think there could definitely be a cure. And maybe the cure doesn't exist and Solomon's right, but that doesn't mean it can't be invented or found. We don't know what we don't know. And in a world of magic, the possibilities are endless.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
See, here we go.
I hope you'll remember what I've said.
This guy knows something. That
Good
was a
day.
threat.
I ought to
And he
see
wasn't
how
talking
Sebastian's
about
faring.
He wasn't talking about schoolwork. He wasn't even talking about Anne's illness. I hope Sebastian knows, does what he's supposed to do, because the dangers are much larger, and I'm not going to explain them to you because you're children.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
It's a tough age when the adults still see you as children, and a lot of the times you really are still a child at that time. And it's only when you get to an older age you realize I kind of was a child, and maybe the adults in my life were actually looking out for me. On the other side of the coin, sometimes they're just rude, right? I think, if anything, for Solomon here, the uncle, they're not his kids. Why does that matter? Well, he didn't choose to be a parent. He didn't choose to have these kids, and all of a sudden he's responsible for them. And maybe there's a reason that Solomon here did not have children in his life. Maybe that's just not what's best for Solomon. And maybe he's doing his best, but he still was out of line for his reaction.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Okay.
Ranrock's
Something else
loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
When Sebastian says, my uncle keeps calling me my father's son,
All the debris you'll see is
might
from
be
whatever's going on at that abandoned estate.
a compliment.
They've been digging for something.
Oh, we know what that's about. You better believe there's like some ancient magic buried here.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
We get jumped here.
Revelio.
Nothing's popping up, but it'll probably be a cutscene. Oh, there we go.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing.
Slam a loyalist to the ground. Sure.
Part of it. A good wizard is a dead wizard in
Oh,
my
and slow a loyalist assassin. Okay.
Revelio. Descendo. Potato.
move of a coward.
Slam a leaping loyalist. Somebody needs to get off the ground here.
You are postponing the inevitable. Oh, Descendo. Let's get this over with.
Slam a leaping loyalist.
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Descendo.
I won't rest. Dead.
Oh, there it was. We have to get the we need the button prompt for. Maybe not. Never mind.
Potato. Stupid.
Loyalist Sentinel. I don't see the Loyalist Ranger. Ah. Yo.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Potato.
We're looking for the assassin. Slow an assassin. I don't see an assassin anywhere.
You made your last mistake.
Loyalist Commander.
I was right not. Shut up, you arrogant. I won't rest.
Descendo. Potato. Stupid. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Oh my goodness. I just wasn't ready for... Loyalist Warrior. Yeah, I don't know how to slam a leaping Loyalist Commander, but maybe Loyalist Commander is a specific type. Who's left?
Revelio.
Loyalist Assassin. Got him. Deleted.
I confess.
5
That
gold.
was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
5 gold.
Revelio.
All that for 5 gold. All right. Whatever.
Revelio.
What's up, Sebastian? You okay?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Interesting. Wonder what they were trying to hide.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Okay, then. Have a little look around, sure.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
That is true.
It's
We've
a wonder
actually
the
seen
ministry isn't doing more.
a number of these like goblin dig
Always
sites.
armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
You know, let's jump out. Oh, no broom. Okay. Remember when we use our broom in Revelio, whatever. It is a larger, like...
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here.
Revelio.
A Hogwarts professor lived here once.
It's a longer
Centuries
spell.
ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Hogwarts professors lived here centuries ago. Sound like anyone else we know? Some kind of ancient magics? At work? At play? Afoot? Well...
This well looks familiar.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same, old boy.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Oh, this is the lady's house. The other 5th year whose dad is sick or something.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think
Oh, and
that
someone
this was
burned her
damaged by the
face
fire
out.
the night that Anne was cursed?
No, this is deliberate.
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
That's her. That's the one who's like, hey, meet me for dinner at my house. This is the house. Oh, it's all coming together.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
It
I
is a
realise
lot to
it's
take in.
I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Dun da da. Adventure time. Boom.
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
We're going in. Uh-oh. We've seen those before.
Lumos.
Creepy vines.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be
And-
something here worth a closer
And
look.
planting some devil
They've left
creeper
all
or
of this
whatever.
simply strewn about.
Revelio.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
Note.
Seems
I'm not
these
sure what the
journal
note was
entries are from
about.
A journal entry. Of
Oh, there we
Isidora's.
go.
I should hold on to this.
There's a plague.
Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos.
Uh-huh.
Revelio. Lumos.
Thought we found something, but
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
no, the mirror. The mirror shows the Undercroft, old boy.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous, will be
Hypothetically.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even ominous.
thought. Understood.
Nah, tell
Well
the old
then.
boy.
Invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
We should tell Ominous. I'm concerned that if we
I'm
go
tempted
through
to
this,
hold my breath.
Lumos.
it might be to a different time. It might be the same place, but not the same time. We might be traveling a little backwards, a little forwards. Maybe a lot of a little. Like this might be the past. A solid wall we came
Why
out
would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
of. Ooh. Come on, we have to tell the blind kid. Okay, we don't have to, but like, what fun is having fun if you don't share it? You know, like what the heck? This is kind of his fear. He's going to be replaced. Who tore out another picture? What is that?
Why
Tell me
hide
it's
the
written-
triptych here?
Tell me it's
Seems
written
as
in
if
gobbledygook.
something's missing.
A note.
Tell me it's written in
Let's have a look.
gobbledygook. Ah! Okay, here we go.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
Really?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. but I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Okay, then. That is actually the end of the main quest. Well, let's see the other side of this wall. So this is where we came through. Has this kind of circle. The circle has symbols around its edge with a triangle. And the triangle has symbols
Meet me
around
near
its...
the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Okay. Natty's always been like kind of a goody two-shoes. Not in a bad way, but in like she's never had a motivation to break the rules. Gotta wonder what has her like, hey, let's go out after dark, which I think is against some of the other rules. Yikes. Attend astronomy class. Ooh. Anything else super duper noteworthy? No. Let's do this. Let's open up the map really quick. The world map. Ta-da. A little bit of zoom. Let's go catch an animal. We haven't caught any animals in a little while, and I think they're kind of fun. A little bit of a change up. Here. These were toads, I think. Awesome. We'll be there in a jiffy. So the fun thing with the animals is, one, we can sell them for a little bit of
pleasant enough little place.
Spending money. In addition, we can also, let's see, this way and up. We can also harvest them for some ingredients for upgrades. And those are all things that we need to be actively doing. I mean, this is a core part of the gameplay. All right. So let's just land. What was that? Oh, we almost landed on this Horklump juice. And it just about skewered us.
Revelio.
What is this? We've seen this cave symbol. I don't really want to like do a cave, but is it just like an unlock thing? Whoops.
Aloha.
Aloha Mora. Like if a quest leads us to a cave, I'm a little more motivated to explore it, but not super, not super like invested in like a dungeon crawl. Just see what it says.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
I think we're gonna let this be for now. Yeah, we can always do this later. I don't want to get too caught up in that. I don't know if that's like the dead end or if it like really goes on from there. We can always come back. We're trying to catch some toads. All right, how many are there? Let's see.
Revelio.
Giant purple toads. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 5. We're going to go stealthy. We're going to freeze one. They were 3Xs. 3Xs is a little harder caught to this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to again go for kind of the far one on the group. Do we have a spending point? No. And part of that's because they seem to like hop back in a direction. Do you see me? You see nothing. Got him. I don't want them to hop like further away. I want to kind of
after you.
Encourage them to hop in. Whoops.
Revelio.
In a positive direction. At least 3 more. Perfect. Is this water deep? Is it going to ruin my like hiding? So we're just using that big glacier cast just to freeze them. That seems like the best one so far.
Everything's all right now. Revelio.
At least 2 over there. Is that the last 2? Yes. Perfect. It'll be interesting to see if these sell for the same as all the others. You know, if that matters at all. I'm assuming it doesn't. But we'll find out. Yep. Got him with the big freezy freeze. Love that. I think there was one more.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Get him, get him. Ah ha ha. Poaching in the night. I mean, guardian. Guarding.
Revelio.
Guarding in the night. We are a guardian. Sebastian wants to talk. We'll go to him next. Can we catch one other unique monster? That one felt like a little quick, didn't it? Okay, what's out here? Giant purple toads, thestrals, giant purple toads, your binocle. Can we get a thestral? Like, I don't know if we can. Do they fit in our crazy sack? I mean, if it fits in the crazy sack, we'll sling it. Half sack we'll use. Whatever this thing is called. Ah! Oh, scared myself. Mercy. I thought I pushed like a regular button. I didn't. I pushed like a insanity button. Start flinging spells about for no reason.
Revelio.
Here they are. Ah. All right. Invisible. I'm going to freeze one. And go for the sack. Get some sack, dude. Did we get it? Did we get it?
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
All right. That was pretty crazy. There's one more. There's one more. You see it? I am very much invisible. We're just going to hang here, let it walk towards us. Ha 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 ha. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Fifth one's the charm. That is crazy. The sack gets him like that.
Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio.
I think there were 4. But they really seem to have just noped off. There's one. I think they'll fly back. Remember he said, hey, if they're not here, blah yada yada yada. Get him, get him, get him. Got him. This is awesome. Sack is super sweet.
I'll look after you. Revelio.
That's 3. We're just gonna be a little patient. Keep my eye in the sky. Just a little patient. Maybe we caught them all and I lost count. It's a little tough to tell. We'll just create a little bit of space.
Revelio.
I think maybe we got all we're going to get. Can we grab whatever this is, though? What are these? Oh, just the moon rocks. We'll leave that alone for now. Awesome. So what were these? No, not Merlin trials. Here we go. Giant purple toads. Niffler den. Giant purple toads. Orbinocle. Not sure what that is.
Revelio.
I think we caught... There it is. Quick, quick, quick. Come on back home. You can do it. Got him. That was actually kind of a long wait to be able to get them. right, that was all
Everything's
four.
right now.
Ha! You belong to us. In a museum. Oh, no, maybe. Oh, are these the birds? Okay, we've definitely done these. Then we're gonna go maybe after these little nifflers. Can we get a niffler? I would like to get back to Sebastian, make sure he's hanging in there. Niffler. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Are they the ones that like the gold? I think they are.
Revelio.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Niffler. Yeah. These guys like the gold. Does he run? He runs.
There. I'm not Revelio.
Oh, quick challenge complete. Grab those challenges when we can. I don't know what the challenge is. Thing is exploration, room of requirements. There it is. And magic chimes, sure. And this one here, Phoenix statue. Okay, 30 more. Wow. Not a small number. To be fair, to be clear, to have the words be said, we need to level up. And this is, look at this, the gold trees. We've seen gold trees like this before. That's awesome. Can we get more than one? That'd be cool, right? We froze him. That just seems to be most effective. There were 5. That's 2. 3 to go if we can.
Settle yourself.
That one's yellow. Oh man, they ran so far. So they must like hoard that gold, right? And try and just like, oh, don't do it, oh boy. Two more to go. Two more to go. Oh, it's kind of a blue and purple and teal color. It had some fun colors. Here we go. Now let's try Arresto Memento here.
Arresto Memento.
All right, that absolutely cooked this guy.
I'll look after you, Revelio.
Yeah, and somehow they get like opposite. Yeah, look at this tree though. This thing is so cool. The Niffler family tree. Hello there. Yeah, Resto Memento seemed to be pretty good as well.
Everything.
We're almost level 25. What have we got? What have we got, huh? It's unclear to me. Do we need to have flown over these places to get them to show up? Or would they show up regardless? Whoop. Puff skin. I think we have puff skins. This is Hogwarts. I kind of wish there were some aquatic creatures. Maybe the toads will hang out in the water. Because we have a good bit of water for them to hang out in. Oop, maybe here. Floopers. I don't remember what a flooper is. Kind of hoping there's something I'd recognize the name of. A mooncalf we have. These guys, did I do these? Hippogriff. Well, let's try and grab one of those. That sounds like fun. I'm just saying, if we can suck in a whole threstrel, I mean, we should be able to absorb a hippogriff, right?
Are we?
Oh, Ignacio, we are. Trying to figure out a good approach where we won't scare too many things. There on the right. Okay. We're going to come here and land a little bit. I'm not sure this is the way to do it, but we're going to try. At least 2. One's looking right at me. Try and come this way a little bit. I want to get the one lying down, maybe. It's asleep. Oh, we froze it and it like hard flipped. I'm just panic slapping the button. We got it, we got it. That's intense. Did we get attacked by the other one though?
Not going to hurt. Revelio.
Oh, they just nope out of here. Oh, there we are, there we are. 30 XP. All of that for 30 XP. It's a hippogriff. Like, it was better XP to get like the little guys because there's just a bunch of them and they don't go very far and they're just like a couple of like lucky taps, you know? Don't do it. He's falling down the hill.
Now. I'm only trying to help.
No.
Arrest the momentum.
Look at the colors. Come be my friend.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Legend. What else is on the map, man? We've caught it. We've caught it. I don't know if we can stop catching things now. Oh boy. See, like, could there be something here that's not showing up because we haven't gone there? Like, how picky is it with foopers? I was kind of hoping for something special. I don't think there are any dragons. Okay. Oop, here's one. More hippogriffs. We're going to wait on the hippogriffs for the moment. Kneasel Den. Okay, those are new and different. What is over here? Mooncalf. We've seen those. Yeah, see, like over here we've not been, so it could be anything, right? Hippogriff Den. So we know where at least 2 of those are. That's pretty sweet. Right, here's something. Yorbinol. One of these. Niffler Den. Sure. This one. Puffskin Den. Okay, but see, there's all this territory here where hypothetically there could be anything, right? Let's do this actually. Let's go to the room of requirements. Let's go ahead and unload our catch. If we can. Really quick, gonna make sure we grab the moonstones. Thunder Brew, focus, mana, love that. And we're in. Whew. Look at this place. And they haven't eaten? Is nobody feeding you? What is this? Do they not eat? Do they not eat if we're not here? Do we need to do something with this thing? What are you guys doing with your life? All right, open up our powers that be. Let's unleash some new friends.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Species limit reached. Cell beast. Oh, I see. We can only have 4 species. Ew. So we can have more active beasts, but we're limited on species. How do we increase our species? Here, have a brush. Here, have a bite. There you go. Where did the other one go? Aha. Get a brush. Species limit. Huh. Now we got some hippogriff feathers. That's nice. You never know. So everyone's had some food, it looks like, but not everyone's had a brush. Which is okay. But everyone's got a friend, you know? They're not, like, alone in here or whatever. Is that everybody? Look, 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 the griffins are flying. Yes! They're so happy. I hope. Well, did you hop over so I would, like, take care of your fur? Look, they roll over and you, like, the brush kind of rubs their little person, right? Their little body. Love that. Oh, my goodness. Species limit is ridiculous. We gotta figure out how to bump up. We gotta talk to Deke, man. What's the species limit thing? We have all this space and somehow there's some arbitrary limitation? Where you at, Deke? Come on, man. We gotta talk.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Well, never mind.
Actually, perhaps another time.
Thought maybe he'd have something for us. Apparently over time we might be able to unlock more species limit. I'm not happy. Maybe we will... I don't know. Maybe we'll something, okay? Kind of can't believe there's this, like, arbitrary limit in all that space. That's actually really upsetting. There was one thing we forgot to check, isn't there? In the world map, I saw a paw print in the Forbidden Forest I forgot about. Puffskins. Don't you think there'd be, like, unicorns? Or... I don't know, just something a little more... Like, I think there aren't any dragons, but there could be unicorns, right? Give it a second. Let's go grab this flu powder just so we have it for the moment. And maybe it'll fill in some of the map on the way. Oh boy. Looks like there's a bandit camp on our right. Try not to get too twisted here. There we go. There's a new paw print on our left there. What do you think that one is? Moment of truth. Giant purple toad den. That's right. You need some giant purple toads. That's where you go. Where is Sebastian? He seemed to have had some frustration with the blind boy, who, to be fair, thinks he's getting replaced. Not our fault that that's the case. That's his insecurity. But darn, like, we like started keeping secrets with Sebastian. Like, you know he's going to feel that energy, you know?
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
Yo.
I won't
What's
give
up?
up.
What's up, Sebastian?
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
You know, they call it the dark arts, but to be clear, they don't call it evil. And I'm not convinced that just because a spell is potentially dangerous, or the seemingly only use for it would be something hostile, doesn't mean that having that knowledge makes us evil. You know, it's the choices we make and the actions we choose which define us. And we are curious about these dark arts, as the name itself gives it this implication of it's not good. It's not charms. It's not transfiguration. It's not potions. You know, these are kind of known quantities. Let's talk about dark arts.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Uh-oh. Let's say we're not. Let's hear his explanation.
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
It's hard to judge someone for choices they made in a situation of survival and think of them less because they chose to survive.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
He might not change his mind, but I think it sounds like a good starting point. On screen right now is the series playlist and the next episode. I'll see you there.